optimizing your network for BYOD. We have the Sales Director, Asia Juniper Networks. Let's welcome Mr. Simon Tong.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Simon. I'm based out from Hong Kong, and I'm so glad to be here to share with you our experience on the BYOD. BYOD is open, and many people have many different questions, concerns, because it's not really as simple as a network. It's regarding the devices, like your BlackBerry, your mobile devices, your laptop. You talk about different OS, different version, a lot of questions. So let me go through my PowerPoint presentation, and in the middle of my speech, I'll share with you some of the video clips of AT&T, who is our biggest customer on the BYOD, and like a mobile security. I want to share with you. Then after, and then like at 4 p.m. onward, we have like a networking cocktail party. You are more than welcome to come to me and ask a lot of like questions, right? Thank you. Okay, mobile devices. I'm sure you have your laptop and you also have your tablet, Samsung, Galaxy, Android phone, right? I have 3 mobile devices and 1 laptop. I'm sure you have a lot. Nowadays, the people's behavior, not really in the office. We're on the road. We work from home. We work from the airport, the hotel, and the train station, right? Maybe even you are in a taxi. So we are working very hard because we have the technological mobile devices. We are on the network. So nowadays, we rely very much on the mobile devices, and so therefore we talk about the security, how to manage the data in a secure way and hook back to your corporate network. This report say that a lot of mobile devices, the data in your Excel file in your tablet is actually infected by malware, virus. Maybe you just don't know about it. All right. Nowadays, this tablet can open different kind of application software: Excel, Word, PowerPoint. Inside there may be hacker, they maybe have a cookie, they may have a malware. So Juniper has a team of software developers in a company, a few hundred people. They're working very hard to define this virus definition, push over network to our solution, and then to protect the customer on a daily basis. So Juniper is not exactly like a hardware company. We also have a software developer on this AV, antivirus, anti-malware. We are also doing this kind of business today. A lot of people may not know about it. I will share with you. In the network, talk about BYOD, bring your own device, bring your device. Then you talk about how to integrate, how to connect to the network. Of course, then you talk about the trust users. The trust users, of course, this is a device, they are provided the devices by the company. All right, maybe a company give you a device. And some staff, they use their own devices, all right? And this device is not provided by the company, not tested, all right, not screened. So this device may have some problem, we don't know. And in some of the company, they may have like an open or public network for their contractor, for their visitor, for their customer to log on email. So all these different types of applications make this IT manager a big headache. And Juniper here have a unified solution, how to help the manager in a seamless way, have a full visibility and a resident way to go into the network, make everybody equally have the ability to access a network at a secure way. Okay? We see each of the user at the device, at the role base, and also at the data level. We don't see the device itself, all right? We focus on the data and the security level to help the customer, okay? We don't rely on the hardware, a phone, we don't do that. We see the data, again, we see the data, and also we see the security level, okay? This is what we are so different from other companies. So in order for this IT manager to achieve what I just said, so we need to have a well-coordinated, well-consistent, and comprehensive policy and management to manage your network. and then the data, and the content, finally the device. Simplicity matters. Of course, I talk about mobile, wireless LAN, and then how to make it as a very cost-effective, efficient way. Of course, you may, as an IT manager, talk about cost. How much is this network? How much do I need to pay? All right. How much per users? All right. So we need to we Juniper give a very cost-effective solution, and if it is a new device, how can this user hook up to the data company database in a very fast manner? How to continue system availability in a 1 second time, right? Real fast. Talking about those very media rich, like a video thing, like some stuff we go for, like Facebook, see the video, how to block it. A lot of things pops up, right? Email, right? Gmail, can we block Gmail? How to block the Gmail in the office, right? Some customer, they in your company, they may go for check their own company email, then we should not block it. So how to manage all these things? So there are a lot of funny, or not funny, there are a lot of questions from the IT manager. And of course, in terms of open innovation, we need to be very flexible. There are so many different types of devices in the market today. So how can we catch up with all the different OS, different version, different releases? So we, as I said, we Juniper has 300 people working very hard every day to help you to catch up with the new releases. In a network, we call it orchestrate management, meaning that we should manage this network regardless wireline, or mobile. We need to make this network very simple. We call it flat, very simple. Okay, not a complicated network. Make this a network to support any devices, any application for all users. Again, I said role-based. Our focus is on the role base of these users, the data level of these users, and the security level of the user. Eventually, one experience, meaning that we see this user no matter he is inside the campus, outside the campus, at the wire or wireless LAN, or in a mobile world, this user has the same policy to govern his behavior. All right. Now, I'll talk about this. We have a solution called just get this user simply connected to how to do it. In a critical mission, in a mission critical network, of course, you need to have a full visibility on the security level at any point between any 2 points in the network, at your fingertip. You need to change, manage, all right, and response for any special events, and you need to have a very fast response at your fingertip, point and click. Right? And the role base, we need to see these users, what kind of his role, what kind of domain he can access. Is he an engineer? So therefore, he's not allowed to access the finance domain. He's an R&D engineer, how to protect the R&D, the property of the company, not being leaked out and maybe hacked by hackers. So in terms of like the threat control and management, we need to ensure the day zero attack prevention. Make sure there's no data loss, or maybe data loss mitigation, reduce it, right? In the at the performance arena, we have the virtual network infrastructure. In our EX series, we have a technology called the virtual chassis technology, so that we can reduce the number of the links between the different domains or networking, so that we can efficiency the traffic, the workload among from east to west or north to south traffic. We offer a holistic approach on a BYOD, and EX has an open interface to work with any third-party product or solution, and we can do the integration. All right. We need to make sure this network is mission critical. We offer HA redundancy in the network, the dual lane, also redundancy in the network. Now, this is a kind of different combination. of different usage of mobile devices. Like on the top one is a visitor as a hospital. Of course, he can only access the normal internet. Maybe we can limit up to 5 megabyte and no video streaming. And in a doctor maybe he has his own iPad or Android devices. So we can also set the policy that is for iPad, he can access all the EMR, the electronic medical record for the patient. But at his Android, we can limit. There's no access on the EMR, but only on the email, right? Or maybe access to the Facebook and no games. When this doctor is on the off campus, maybe then we can also talk about the hospital issue, the corporate devices. We can also set different policy. So same as the doctor's own devices, we can also set the same set of policy for iPad. There's no access to the EMR, but actually it's wrong typing. For the last one should be the Android. For the Android should be maybe we can set it no access to the EMR, but for iPad you have full access. So all these different combination, as example here, you can really have the freedom to set it, all right, based on your own company requirement. Okay, so as I said, these are many different considerations based on each of the corporate, all right, IT manager. So it is very diversified the conversation, and there's no fixed, no typical answer. Every single enterprise will have different scenarios. In our solution, Juniper solution, we have a different portfolio. The first one, this is the Pulse, the Junos Pulse, which is software. This software can be loaded, installed in the mobile devices like a BlackBerry, iOS, Mobile, and Apple. All right, and we support all these different OS, different version. Right, as I said, we have a few hundred engineers doing all this software work every day. This software also supports SSL VPN. All right, this software can work well with our MAG product line. Okay, and set up the VPN. And this software can also protect the data. We can write up the data. We can back the data. I'm sure you heard about the name called MDM functions, and this software also provides MDM functions. All right, and the second product we have is the MAG series. This is like a box, and this MAG series provides you UAC function, Unified Access Control function, all right, and work well with the Pulse. And the Pulse can be, other than the mobile devices, the Pulse can also be installed in the laptop, all right? So many companies, like for Juniper, each of our staff, our laptop also have the Pulse installed, okay? This is the SRX series gateway. This is one of the main flagship product of Juniper. It provides VPN, firewall, antivirus function. And we have a new roadmap on the SRX. The SRX has been in the market, and we have a new roadmap 6 to 9 months on the road. And this solution will also integrate with DDoS and JWAS that Chris mentioned in his last presentation. And we will also use the SRX to become our complete security portfolio of Juniper. So this will be our main flagship product, all right? And we have different scale, different small box to big boxes, all right? In this slice here, the bandwidth can support from 1 to 10 G. We have another product line, it is EX switch. I mentioned that the EX switch support the virtual chassis technology, allow you to efficient this data flow. We also have the wireless LAN, all right? We have AP, we have access point, and we also have the Wi-Fi router. So we can help this customer no matter wireless, and also mobile. We consolidate all these 3 different networks in a flat manner, very simple manage and easy manage network, make the customer just easily connected, simply connected. And they may ask like, hey, Simon, you talk about a lot of this, so who is your customer? We have many customers, but I wanted to share with you the major customer is AT&T, Yeah, AT&T. AT&T is our biggest customer, and I would like to show you two videos. And these two videos is really self-explanatory. And after using these two videos, you will see how our solution works online in US.
In a relatively short time, wireless technology has become an integral part of doing.
It's not project on the screen yet.
In a relatively short time, wireless technology has become an integral part of doing business. Today's workforce needs to be more mobile, more flexible, and on the road. Mobile device sales are soaring, and billions of devices are already in use. Tablet computers are a runaway success and may soon outpace the sales of traditional PCs. Smartphones alone are expected to top 1 billion units a year by 2015, and some 87% of them are used to access the internet, with 68% connecting at least once a day. The whole world is going mobile. Unfortunately, mobility comes with some inherent security risks, which increase in proportion to the number of mobile users. Hackers are also turning their attention to wireless platforms, looking for ways to exploit their relative vulnerability. That means all organizations need a comprehensive approach to wireless security. They need a solution that helps protect the organization without robbing users of the convenience they expect from a mobile work option. Some mobile security solutions use device-based tools to guard against malware. Others use network-based services for scanning, filtering, and remote access control. An ideal solution would combine both device and network safeguards in a holistic way. That's the model you'll find in AT&T Mobile Security. It's a solution that we architect, implement, and manage so you can mobilize your workforce with confidence. AT&T Mobile Security integrates several layers of protection in a robust carrier-grade solution. It's available even if you're not using AT&T wireless services, and it's also the security model used by AT&T itself. AT&T Mobile Security can extend wireline security protocols to wireless endpoints with customizable safeguards that better protect both your network and your mobile devices. Some of the safeguards in AT&T Mobile Security are supported by network-based security services. Secure Sockets Layer protocols drive all network traffic through private encrypted tunnels, and network address translation hides the private IP addresses of your mobile devices. AT&T Mobile Security lets you synchronize security policies so mobile users can be subjected to the same controls that are applied to users inside the office. That means you can restrict mobile access to unauthorized sites just as you can with the traditional firewall. AT&T Mobile Security also provides device-based protection. The AT&T Mobile Security application guards against viruses and other malware, whether the device is personal or enterprise-owned. It can scan a device periodically and alert the user if malware is detected. The device-level features can also be configured to your specific needs to deliver a package that's right for your organization. AT&T Mobile Security has a powerful carrier-agnostic feature set that's enforced locally and embedded in the network. It includes antivirus and anti-malware scanning for SD cards and internal memory with user and administrator alerts. It also provides remote device management with features to find, lock, unlock, and wipe a device. Configurations are managed through a web-based console that simplifies control of your critical mobile assets. AT&T Mobile Security consolidates wireless and wireline security management and can include features like URL filtering, intrusion detection, and encrypted transport. It delivers a whole host of security benefits in an efficient, cost-effective way. AT&T Mobile Security is easy to deploy and manage, and it integrates well with other AT&T services for remote access and mobile device management. It's platform and OS independent, so it can better protect your organization regardless of wireless carrier. Finally, AT&T Mobile Security rests on a unique combination of technology, people, and insight. It starts with the foundation of the AT&T Global Network, and it's been designed by security experts with many years of hands-on experience. It also benefits from the innovation and research of AT&T Labs and the operational know-how of the AT&T Chief Security Office. With AT&T Mobile Security, we bring all that experience to bear to better protect your organization from the special risks of a mobile environment. For more information, contact your AT&T representative or visit us on the web at www.att.com/security.
All right, so I'm going to show the second video. Please look at it.
AT&T Mobile Security is designed to protect the device when it is connected to the enterprise network and also off of the enterprise network. For example, the AT&T Mobile Security client today is looking at the device, it's performing scans throughout the day, it's looking at application behavior, doing antivirus, anti-malware checks. We can back data up, provide some anti-theft protection for the device to lock or locate, and remote control the device. So for example, if we send an email to a user and you get this, hey, here's a great app, go download this application. So the application policy is built to control applications that the enterprise deems as inappropriate or malicious in nature. So we can see when we click done, we have a notification from the system now that tells us that it was a prohibited application that was deleted from the device automatically. We don't provide any network controls on the device when it's not connected to the network. So a user that is not accessing the enterprise resources, for instance, has the flexibility to go pretty much where they want to go. I can go right to Google without any issues. I'll go to the Yahoo tablet website without any restrictions whatsoever. If we could go to a botnet site, for instance, then we show that we've just been infected by a botnet controller. If we have some websites that are deemed for the local internet, you would not be able to access it because you cannot get to the enterprise network. So you can access anything without any restrictions while the device is being protected by the antivirus, anti-malware engine and the policy that's been here offline. For instance, like YouTube, we have no restrictions. If I want to access resources on the network, I can then connect into my corporate enterprise. Once I'm authenticated within the network will both tell the client and the end device that I am authorized. It also does pre-checks ahead of time to make sure the device has not found any vulnerabilities and it's up to date with its latest database install. It has the latest virus definitions and that I am an authorized user and this device is pre-registered in the system to be accessed to the network. If I refresh, I can now get to the simulated corporate website without any restriction. If I go back to Google, it's an allowed destination. I can go to my Google website. However, for the demonstration, we listed Yahoo as a site that we deemed is not acceptable for the end user to access. So now by just going back to that site, I now get blocked going to this destination website, which can be any list of categories or end devices. Nothing's being done by the device. The device merely connects me into the network. For us, the network's the differentiator because we want the client to be very light, to only allow the device to connect to the network, and we want the network to do all the work. We also installed application controls in the network, so now I go back to the same YouTube website and I want to watch the same video I was just watching, and we see that we're not allowed to get there. So the enterprise application does not allow YouTube while you're connected to the enterprise, but will allow you to access it offline, and then it'll do its back-end checks while you're offline to check it. We also have a kind of a government demo of a secure enclave. This could be any hosting website where you can select these sites and bounce back and forth, but you can also connect to external links within these websites that then go back out through the network-based policy to the internet from these internal sites to make sure that we're protected. And that's really to show how we can tie in individual enterprise resources or hosting centers back into this policy just as easily. This is a virtual desktop that exists within the AT&T cloud. So the network sits between the device and the AT&T cloud network, and you can actually access cloud-based systems while you're connected to AT Mobile Security. If I go back to the simulated botnet controller website, now we see we've been blocked. So this is a frontline check that it does before it goes to the higher level inspection for like URL filtering antivirus. Before it even gets to that level, it looks for known destinations based upon malicious IPs and domain endpoints to protect the device at the very highest level. Through the portal that enterprise administrators have access to, they can actually access reports that show botnet activity both within the network and on the device itself locally. And then also full mobile device management aspects of how the administrator can control the device, set policy, as well as manage the device. So not only do you get the virtualized network policy that applies across mobile devices and wired as well, you have single interfaces through common business direct portals that allows you to manage the network policy as well as end devices. And it's all brought together under a single platform that allows us to use this exact same enablement teams, operations support, and billing services that you have for the wired side are also available for the wireless devices as well. And so really it's all one platform serving up individual enterprises in one location.
All right, thank you to AT&T. Let me get back to my PowerPoint presentation. Go further down until you see AT&T, then you stop. Okay. All right, thank you. Let me go back. This is where we stop. Our biggest customer, AT&T, who signed a 5-year contract with Juniper. All right, so we're coming on the BYOD solution. So upcoming in this few slide, it is like an auto emulation that you see some other application, how we can help the mobile devices users on different scenarios. Suppose this is the guest in the corporate. So she tried to access the internet, right? So our system will check she is the user, and so therefore her access of this bandwidth is rejected because she wants to go to Facebook. So we know she's want to go to Facebook, and we would like to keep the resources for the best use of the company, not Facebook. So we can set it, right? So this is an example. The next one is the employee is her own mobile devices. Enter her ID, go into the network. The network try to come back some response. Let's take a look. She can access the customer profile for the work. That's no problem. But she cannot access Facebook for her own use. All right. So meaning that we can separate between personal access or data use. This is another case, the remote access. This user can get the EPR for his work, and Facebook again is rejected. So one of the key things is that the employee of a company in his or her daily use by using her devices. So he or she may access her devices for some public domain, like maybe a Gmail or a Twitter or Facebook. And from this kind of access, his or her devices may be infected by malware. All right. In this case, this is affected. So when he or she go back to his company, inside the internet, and then the malware could affect the intranet right away through the same devices. So this could happen, and this is very possible. So in this case, this hacker can go into the company intranet, take valuable data and sell it, right? And that's the reason why we offer this solution for the mobile users. In this case, this guy tried to access, and the system also do a host checking function. In this case, his access is rejected because his mobile devices does not have the right OS based on the company policy. Old version, maybe then we reject it. So this also we can help you to set your policy. And this guy, he lost his phone and somebody picked it up, try to open his phone or devices. So let's see what happened. Our solution will wipe out the data, then lock the phone because it's stolen. Once the phone is reported, lost, then we can issue the command. When the next guy turn it on, wipe the data, lock it, and the phone becomes useless. Even you change the SIM card, it doesn't matter, it's still locked. It doesn't matter you change the SIM card. So in this different users will have different behavior, corporate users, private usage. Then you can see some application like a personal use application. Like on the right-hand side, Angry Bird is not for work. On the left-hand side is mainly for work, Salesforce.com, Oracle, SAP, right? So you don't really want to have the public domain and the personal application, the company application really infected by virus because of the human behavior. So we Juniper help you to solve this problem. And by doing this, we have some kind of survey. We can increase the productivity by 42%. All right, we can reduce the paperwork by some like 39% and increase the revenue like 37%. It's a survey that we did. Right. If you, as an IT manager, he or she can see what's going on with the full visibility on all these devices, either in the wireless or mobile network. We have a software called STRM, Security Threat Report Manager, that will give the full visibility, what application, the IP address, how long, how much data, how much a packet is accessed on this Web 2.0 application. Full information will be provided at the user level. All right, so the IT manager can plan how this network should be designed. Is any resources overused or underused? Finally, it is like a quick summary. Our solution can help the users on the role base, like a name, his role, his name, time of day. In the middle, you can see we can access the security level, the data level, not the device. All right, and then finally help the customer integrate this network in the efficient, effective manner. And of course, under the very same set of comprehensive, consistent policy. All right. This is the 5 ways we can help the enterprise to save money. The last one is a total lowest TOC. I prepared one slide. So this is the slide to answer the management how to save money. This slide can tell you from a users, from an IT, from a management, and from an employee perspective. Everybody can gain and reduce costs. Okay. So this is a financial pressure applied to everybody. By using a solution, everybody can gain. All right, that's all my information that I would like to share with you. Again, as I said, BYOD is a very open topic, talking about all the devices, versions, different topology, different configuration inside the campus, outside the campus. It's a very big, it's a long list of questions, right? Just come to me after during the networking. All right, thank you.